Just coming from Hanukkah, which also means chinuch, education, with a focus on children's education. I want to share with you a very interesting letter I came across from the Rebbe about the importance of education. And I think it's very timely and relevant to our present situation we're in. So much controversy about the pandemic. So many questions as how to deal with it. Opening of schools, closing of schools. Our children's education is being continuously disrupted, in class, out of class, creating tremendous havoc. And may God prevent from the long-term effect that could be. In addition to it, now with the new vaccinations out, everybody's concerned, and rightfully so. Should we take the vaccination? Should we not take the vaccination? Is it safe? Is it not safe? What's better? What's healthier? We do know the Torah injunction that the Torah tells us, Ushmartem es nafshesechem. One has to guard, one has to be protective, one has to do everything to stay in good health. So here's the question. Is it healthy? Is it not healthy? And so on and so forth. I'm certainly not going to go into this discussion. I'm no expert in it, to say the least. And obviously everybody should follow the directive of their physician that they trust. And they need a rabbinic opinion on this. There are plenty of rabbinic opinions on these matters. Basically, it would all end up with the doctor's opinion because, as Torah says, V'rapa yerape, God is giving permission, thus obligation, for those who are in the medical profession to heal. So it is a medical question and it has to be seen as such. But I want to touch just upon something else and share with you a letter that the Rebbe wrote, which is extremely timely. And the Rebbe writes as following. A Jew visit with actually it's in a talk that the Rebbe gave, not a letter, I'm sorry. And the Rebbe says the following, that someone visited him recently, and the Rebbe says, we discussed education. Proper Jewish education for the children. Good education, less good education. And this person said, statistics have shown that a bad education actually harms only 5% of the children. Ultimately, things work out. So he claimed. And the Rebbe said the following, I asked him if he vaccinated his children for measles, polio, etc. And he replied, of course, we are parents. And as parents, we have a responsibility to see to it that our children should be medically well taken care of. So the Rebbe said, I asked him, do you know what percentage of children who do not receive the vaccine actually contract the disease? In fact, he knew the statistics. And he responded, less than 3 or 4%. So the Rebbe said, in other words, even for a possibility of 4%, and especially in these countries where these diseases are even more rare, it is still worthwhile to vaccinate with all the pain, etc., that it causes to the child. He says, why? So he answered me, says the Rebbe, who cares about those minor inconveniences as compared to what possibly could happen without vaccination? He emphatically stated. So the Rebbe said, I said to him the following, if for a doubt of 4%, it is worth causing the child pain, enduring the child screaming and all the other effects of the vaccination, just to avoid the disease, even though, for the most part, there's not even a possibility of any life danger, but rather just severe discomfort for some time. Says the Rebbe, so how much more so it is worthwhile to ensure the health of a child's soul, where the doubt is, even according to what you say, 5%. And where the vaccine, proper education, does not cause any pain. Just the opposite. All that is required is to sign the child up for studies in a Torah, true, good Jewish educational facility. And says the Rebbe, this action will affect the child's entire life. Beautiful take, beautiful point, important for us to recognize, especially in this time when we are so concerned about our children's well-being, and we should be. Let us see whatever we as parents can do to make sure that the children do not lose out on their proper education. And from this chinuch, let us hope we all go to the Chanukas Habayis, to the inauguration of the Beis Hamikdash, and we will all be safe and well and happy. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.